well, because I think a lot of parents, a common mistake is you want to protect them from the world, so you don't want them to get hurt by anything, which can actually backfire in the future. So, ang ganda ng sinabi niyo. You know, we've been pushing the theme, patas na ang laban, or minsan bantay na ang laban, kanina pa. I'm curious, no, for Maurice particularly, as a foreigner coming into the Philippines and looking at our economy, observing the social statuses, the varied social statuses of the population here. What does patas na ang laban mean to you?
I think to me it really embodies what I had mentioned earlier, which is really why we picked Julian in the first place. For us, it really means trust, right? It means we internally estimate that there's 65 million Filipinos, so more than half of the population that actually do not have access to formal financial services, which is really why it's our mission, our prerogative to help those Filipinos really leveling the playing field, as I said earlier. Giving more access and at the same time building relationships, right? It's very important, whether it's with your own children, whether it's with our customers, any financial issues that you're ever in your life, these are very sensitive subjects, right? So you don't necessarily want to talk about it. So it's really important for us that we are careful, sensitive, that we build trust, that we build fairness, that we listen to our customers. So I think what's at the foreground for us at Tala is that we do a ton of customer interviews. We go all over the Philippines, even myself, my Tagalog is only konti lang, but I'm trying my best to really understand the needs of our fellow Filipinos and applying those in the technology that we're building, in the services that we're building. So it's really, to answer your question, all about trust.
Accessibility, and it's great that you also pushed niya na sobrang easy siya to use, so kahit na hindi ka graduate, kahit hindi ka techie, yun yung pinaka-importante.
Lalo ako.
Oo.
Kasi kinamit ko talaga siya, sinubukan ko talaga siya, naiintindihan ko eh. Kasi sa ibang app ko na naiintindihan yan eh. Pero para maintindihan ko to, paano ba yung mga anak ko?
Gets na nila yun.
Yes, anyone can really, it's very easy, it's very basic, and it is something na hindi siya, may term na sa English eh. Hindi siya yung yes, intimidating. Ang hirap ba i-spell? Hindi siya nakakatakot.
Pag finances talaga, yun yung pinakamahirap eh. So, again, one more question from the audience. Yes? Can we, meron na po ba dito? Sige. Don't worry, we'll let you guys send in your questions later on then. But for now, yes sir, please introduce yourself.
Hi, good afternoon. Julian and Robert from the Manila Bulletin.
Hi, Robert.
Two questions. Number one, I'm sure you know people na into loans, nag-avail ng loan, naghihirap ng utang. What do you remind them kapag naghihirap sila? O yung mga lumalapit sa iyo, what do you tell them kapag yung loan, naghihirap sa iyo? Stop it.
Ang hirap maging honest sa partner. Ang hirap sinasabi pag may nanghihirap sa akin. Depende kasi yan sa situation na nanghihiram, especially pagdating sa family emergency at pag may bata involved. Pag may ganito, dilubay, nabaha or something, it's lalo pag emergency, ang mindset mo lang is, I have to help them. Kailangan nila ito ngayon. Normally, most of the time, or sometimes, pag nagpapahiram naman ako, hindi na ako nag-iisip na may balik ito. Bilang Pilipino, gano'n naman tayo, di ba? But, again, sa panahon ngayon, kadalasan ng mga tao pag hinihiraman, at hiniraman uli, tapos hindi naman naibalik yung unang hiram, napapaso na. So I think mindset should be, you also have to be responsible for every loan that you make, be it to your family, to your friend, you have to be responsible. Hindi ibig sabihin kapag kamag-anak mo o kaibigan mo, okay lang na manghiram ka na manghiram. Kasi they're also saving up for their families. They're also saving up for their emergencies. They also have their own lives. They're just extending a helping hand to you. It doesn't mean that you own part of their bank account already.
Correct.
Ngayon kung hindi ka makapagbayad, huwag kang magalit sa kanya. Diba? Kasi may mga ganun eh. Hinahanapan ka ng bayad, ikaw pagalit kasi hindi ka nakabayad. I think we also have to understand na hindi rin dahil kapag kakapag-anak mo, basta ka na lang manghihirap, again, may iba rin silang responsibilities in life. Thing is, hindi may iwasan mangutang, especially pag-ipit ka, but you just have to be responsible in paying back. Because otherwise, magiging chismis yan. And then, yan na yung matatanim sa utak ng mga tao. Naku, mga pera niya hindi mabayaran.
Yes, meron na yun.
Hanggang mawawalan ka ng friends, mawawalan ka ng family, and it's not worth it. But now we have Tala App. Hindi mo na kailangan i-hassle ang mga tao sa paligid mo. You can actually loan from Tala na matuturuan ka pa ng sense of responsibility because they really help you find a way for you to be able to pay it nang hindi ka nalulubog sa utang. Na nagagawa mo pa rin yung purpose mo. Why you really, bakit ka talaga nag-loan or bakit ka talaga nag-ano, di ba? Humirap ng pera sa kanila. For me, again, mahirap ang buhay. Hindi na iiwasan mangutang. Hindi na iiwasan mag-loan sa bangko. Lalo kung halimbawa, bigla mo kailangan magpatayo ng bahay or something kasi nagbaha ka or nasunugan ka. Lord, diba? But things happen. A lot of challenges happens in life. But wag naman natin gamitin angkla yung challenges ng buhay natin para yun na yung maging lifetime story natin na kawawa ako, wala na akong pag-asa sa buhay. Hindi. All of us may pag-asa tayo sa buhay. It is just, ikaw lang ang hinihintay ng pag-asa. Pag hindi ka kumilos, wala ka na pag-asa.
Correct.
Last question.
Sige pa.
I'm sure lahat tayo splurges na ginawa sa buhay, ano? Anong splurge yung ginawa mo na pinagmamalaki mo talaga hanggang ngayon?
Akala ko pinagsisisihan. Bakit kasi ako pinagsisisihan? Pinagmamalaki? Probably investing in jewelries. Yun kasi yung itinanim ng mom ko sa akin. Mag-ipon ka na mag-ipon. Kasi yun din yung nakita ko kay mami. Na nung panahon na nakatira kami sa Antipolo, and ang ulam na lang namin ay talagang wala na. Dumating na kami sa point na kamatis at kanin lang. Nakita ko siya nagsasadla ng mga alahas niya. So yun yung naging saving grace namin para makapag-enroll, para makabiyahe pa Manila kapag may trabaho kami. So it stuck to me so bad na I made it a promise na pag nagkapera ako, ang una kong gagawin, ibalik muna kung gano'ng karami yung alahas na sinanda ng mom ko. Hindi ko man makuha yung original na piece, at least be able to give her back that amount of jewelries that she had at that time. And then I promised myself, I will invest in good jewelries, in properties, in things that would appreciate, and in things that I'd be able to pass on to our children. Kasi again, ang pera na nanakaw, maraming bagay ang pwedeng mawala, but when you're invested properly, alam mo pinaghirapan mo ito, proud kayo. Kaya ang sarap magsuot ng alahas eh. Kasi bayad na to eh.
Mga assets pa rin siya.
Kasi hindi ako nasusuot ng alahas na hindi bayad.
So, fully paid lahat.
Years ago.
Thank you very much for that question. At alam niyo na, next time na may lalapit at hingi ng utang or gustong umutang sa inyo, ang gagawin ko lang, magsisend ako ng link ng Tala.
Yes.
Have you tried Tala? Oh, di ba? Para at least you can avoid that awkward conversation as well. One last question, yes please.
Yes,
Finally, share ko lang nung panahon ng Mara Clara, yung telepono sa bahay at telepono sa tindahan, naka-open yun para lang
wala natawag.
Para lang masubaybay ako yung episode. Okay, my question is, being an entrepreneur, looking back, may mga bagay ka ba na mga parang pinagdaanan na mahirap when you're setting up your business? What are those? And paano mo siya nalagpasan? And second question would be, meron ka bang isang bagay na babaguhin when you set up a business?
Probably with setting up our Anridobo restaurants. I am so fortunate that my greatest supporter is my husband. It is that's Ryan's brainchild. And my brother-in-law, Kuya Dolly, and his wife, apat kami, we set it up, and it was a fun experience. It was a very fun experience. Challenges would be from the construction, the basics, but the real challenge, because we opened both branches of Anridobo ng 2019. Pandemic hit ng 2020. Hindi pa kami nakakaisang taon sa industriya ng food business. Then pandemic hit. Lahat naman tayo, when pandemic happened, we thought it's going to be over in 2 weeks. We don't have plans. We had to pivot. We have cast members. We call them cast members because we train them to be, mag-show while they're cooking. Anyway, the only goal at that time was hindi tayo magdadagdag ng taong mawawalan ng trabaho. We will keep pushing. We will pivot to this. We will find ways so nag-online selling kami. Nag-create ako ng mga grab-and-go items like frozen food kasi yun yung nauso before during the pandemic. I had to recreate different types of items for Underdobo that's more budget-friendly. I learned a lot from it. Yes, na nag-aaway kami ni Rai. Kumbaga, came to a point, sasara na ba natin to? Huwag muna, kailangan pa ng trabaho ng mga tao. Because it was the same time that natanggalan din ng license ang ABS. So my heart was really broken at the time. And talaga ang goal lang is, hindi tayo magdadagdag ng taong mawawalan ng trabaho kasi ngayon pa na nasa pandemya tayo. We will help. We will continue to fight. So that's one. Second, ano na po yun?
Sorry. Kung meron kang babaguhin kung meron kang babaguhin sa pag-set up po ng business, what would that be?
Yes. Probably just a bigger location for our Taft branch. I mean, marami na it is a learning process and it still is a learning process. Kumbaga, hanggang ngayon marami pa rin kami natututunan, marami pa rin kami na-realize na achievable pala, kaya pala. Siguro, wala akong masyadong babaguhin when it comes to setting up the business because lahat naman kami, we're only first-timers. We're all first-timers when it comes to setting up Angry Dobo. It's just that we were overwhelmed with the amount of people who supported our first branch in Taft at that time. We didn't have a commissary. Our master sauce, ako yung gumagawa sa bahay. Up until now, I still do that. People were lining up. Siguro yun nga, siguro I could have, kung may babaguhin man ako, siguro mag-set up ako na mas maayos na waiting area. Kasi maliit na talaga yung area namin or mas malaking location. But the experience, the struggles, the birth pains, I'd love to do that all over again.
Last na, sorry.
Sige po.
Being a brand ambassador of Tala, what can you, yung message mo sa mga future entrepreneurs out there?
This is your chance. This is your chance to showcase your talent because you already have a partner. May partner na kayo sa buhay na pwede kayo suportahan at tulungan sa pangarap nyo. Bibigyan na nila kayo ng pagkakataon na matupad ang mga pangarap nyo paunti-unti. They will guide you every step of the way. And what I really love about Tala is walang hidden fees. Ang dami na nating tax. Puro-puro tayong tax sa buhay natin. We don't need that hidden fees anymore. It's very transparent. It is what we need now eh. Some change is nice. It's very refreshing to know and learn na, my gosh, may isa palang app na pwede silang maging honest lang. What we need now is honesty. What we need is pure help and pure support from a company that will guide you for every step of the way, be it for your business, be it for your studies, be it for your travel plans. But then again, my advice at the end of the day is, be realistic. Take a risk, but be realistic. Know and be mindful of how much you're going to borrow. But then again, Tala app will tell you the realistic amount where you can start. And then from there, if you're able to pay it in the span of days that they'll give you, then it will increase. So, gano'n din naman sa pagkakaibigan, hindi ba? O, pautahin mo na kita ng 1,000 bayaran ako next week. Pag binayaran niya ako next week, susunod na utang niya, pwede na 2,000 kasi nabayad siya.
Marunong magbayad.
At marunong magbayad, hindi tumatakbo. I mean, it is very convenient to use. We don't want apps or lending services na tatakutin ka pa para ka pa magbayad. Hindi ako naman yung pinaka-naka-experience yan, but I've heard so much stories na nangyari yan sa mga kakilala ko na umiiyak sila sa akin kasi may nag-message na sa kanila na threatening na yung bahay nila, i-divulge yung secret ng pamilya niya, yung huwag naman ganun, di ba? Huwag tayo dumating naman sa puntong ganun kasi napaka hindi makatao. Pero maging realistic tayo. Doon tayo sa kaya natin bayaran para magawa natin yung gusto natin sa buhay. Because lahat ng pangarap achievable eh. Again, nasa sa'yo yan kung paano mo sisimulan. And Tala is here to help.
Thank you very much. So grabe, we got financial advice, career advice, parental advice, lahat na from Miss Judy Ann. I think it's crystal clear that they've chosen the best ambassador. Agree to that? Yes! Congratulations, Miss Ian Moritz as well. I think you've chosen so well. And for anybody else that has questions, feel free to send it over to their social media pages. Moritz will personally answer them in Tagalog to practice his Filipino skills.